to the second round of the semifinals between King of Blades Alpha and King of Blades Omega. Little Christian in here for me, but yeah, make that work. Well, the last game was certainly interesting. Alpha once again managed to pull away almost unscathed. It was a tougher fight than I've seen them have earlier this evening, but still a decided victory for them. We'll see if Omega can manage to pull this one away.
Yeah, that game was definitely a lot more fun to watch. It was a lot closer than the previous matches.
Yes, it was. All right, I got the invite to the game. Let's get you in here, not forget you this time.
Yay, I get to stay.
There you go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, my attempt to kill my Protoss brethren failed. He is back and Protossier than ever. And the first bans on either side have been to ETC and Murden.
Oh yeah, I probably should pull that up, huh?
I did send you that, didn't I?
You did. I'm just kind of slow today. Where did you send it? Thank you.
Right there.
Appreciate it.
All right, the first pick from King of Blades Omega has been Tyrande. And we're waiting for the next pick from King of Blades Alpha.
And their first pick is Telfos.
You know, one of these games, I hope to see some characters you don't see that often. You can throw out a Nova or Thrall. I guess Raynor is somewhat refreshing.
I'm guessing they're going to get a Jaina pick here and maybe a tank.
Johanna.
I want to see some Sonya.
They did ban her last game. I think that was on the lineup, and they never really got the chance to use it.
We've seen a couple Sonya bans. Such a fun character to play and to watch. She's brutal.
What's your preferred build with a Sonya?
I like the slam build, honestly.
Do you get the 13 and 16 slams?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that is an incredible amount of damage. Some people really dislike it when you go there. They like having the Mystic Spear to be able to dodge out and stuff. But hey, there you go. You called it. There is the Sonya pick out of King of Blades Omega.
Oh, yeah. Woohoo!
Well, I hope Sonya picks up the phone then.
Getting good with these picks today.
You are on a roll, sir, no doubt. All right, there goes the next band going to Tassadar.
Let's go to Vegas.
And Taro Bishop.
Fryer. Taro Bishop. The Echo has returned. Turning the game sound off again.
There it goes.
There, no more Fryer. We say it about 10 more times tonight, though.
Yeah, you are forever known as Protoss. For the rest of your life, you have to play Artanis or Zeratul. Sorry.
No. I have a terrible Zeratul.
You know, he's just one of those heroes you're either great with or you're not. There is no in-between.
I can play Tassadar. I can play Artanis. Zeratul, no-go. Alpha is certainly taking their time. Pick Falstead. They really like that Falstead pick.
And you know, I've seen a lot of him lately, both in the real competitive matches and in even the amateur level stuff. He's making a comeback. His auto attack build, you know, with this new scaling, has really done good work.
They got to get a tank in here soon, and it looks like tanks are some of the better tanks are already banned.
They're all banned.
Yeah.
What does it leave it with? Chen, Stitches, Diablo, maybe a Tyrael. There's Tyrael.
Still got Arcanus out there.
You know, I don't think Artanis. You know, he's a fun character, but I don't think he's real tank viable. I consider him more of a bruiser like Sonya, just not as good.
Oh, I've seen plenty of Arcanuses that are just impossible to kill.
Really? I haven't run across that yet.
He's a tough, especially if they shield build.
Well, this draft pick is still ongoing. Waiting to see who.
Omega's really letting that time pool get down.
They are waiting to see that King of Bling Omega pulls out. Got 3 seconds left.
And they pick Karzin. Double. They're going for the double. Porting.
You know, they tried it last time. It didn't really work well for them, but you know, maybe it'll work this time.
No, that's triple support. Whoa! Wait a second.
Ooh. Stitches wants to play.
Well, Sonya can do a lot of damage. So
yes, she can. Unfortunately for Sonya, they got a team that's pretty sticky, hard to catch.
I'm liking Alpha's picks here a lot better. They've got a lot to sustain though, so if they, who knows, if they can keep Sonya up and just let her go to work, she can kill Kel'Thas, Zagara, and Falstad pretty easily.
She might be able to. Who do you think the final pick's going to be for? Rhaegar.
Oh, finally some Rhaegar. We haven't seen Rhaegar used that much these last few tournaments.
And you know what? He was barely picked in the ESL in the BlizzCon finals. I think he was in one match. Just he's fallen off, I think, and I don't know why. Honestly, he's a great healer. He does everything perfectly. Kind of hard to play well.
Honestly, probably one of my best supports. I've got the most games played with Rhaegar.
That wasn't Monk. That was Val. Looks like we might have an accidental draft pick in there. Instead of the Karazim, they wanted to use Vala. So, ladies and gentlemen, keep that in mind.
These guys are pretty chummy because being from the same house and all, so I'm thinking they're probably going to let it forward. So instead of Karazim, we're going to have Vala, which makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, triple support seems a little silly.
Even though Tyrande is now full support, but still 75% assassin.
You know, I would almost say that there's a difference between healer and support. You could support people in ways that aren't just healing. And, you know, her stuns, her sights, her vulnerabilities, it's all very, very viable. It's probably the reason she's one of the top picked heroes these days. But, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get this match going. Boom, there we go. Bishop, you're in, right? I don't have to warp. I don't have to recall you in with a warp gate, right?
Nope, nope, I'm good.
All right, let's ready up and let's get this match on the show. Show on the road.
Apparently, though, according to Ozzy Kai, PS Monk is big in Korea.
You know, the meta is very different across the continents. Hammer is very big in Korea. Never see Hammer out here.
See, and that's a shame because a good hammer is just devastating to a team.
Yeah, she can pump out that damage.
Actually, one of my preferred specialists. I don't play specialists as much as I play support tank or support warrior and assassins.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. For this game, you will probably not be able to hear the in-game sound effects, but we're going to try to make it so it's casting, so you don't have to hear the echo. Caches are ready. Teams are ready. Let's get this second of maybe 3 on the road. All right, ladies and gentlemen, neither of these team introductions, but I'm going to go ahead and throw them out. For the Alpha, we have Rhaegar being played by Dark Chimera, Tyrael being played by Calusian, Zagar being played by Frozen X, Falstad being played by Tamster, and Kael'thas being played by Talking Trees. On the Omega, we have Stitches being played by Chrissy Lowe, Tyrande being played by Faker Fangirl, Sonya being played by Tylan, Uther being played by Homunculus, and Vala being played by I Stay Hussing You. I don't get the name still. Maybe somebody will explain that one to me later.
That definitely is an interesting name. And you forgot to tell me to update my Ollie Ops.
I did not. You just weren't listening.
First you forget me, and then you forget to tell me to update something. You're fired.
What am I, your secretary?
That's right.
Negative, Ghost Rider. I am your lead content director. You want a secretary? Go hire Impact or something.
But he'd fit my pocket.
All 4 feet of him. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Looking to be a real good game. That last match was pretty solid.
Look at this rush to the...
And these guys know each other. You know, they know exactly what they're doing, how each other operates. They have clearly played before. Sonya got blown up. Falstad getting real low. Is he going to get away? No, he will not. First kill goes to the Omega.
Nobody in the top lane yet.
Yeah, you see Vala going up there now. She's going to try to go soak what they can. Stitch is trying to catch somebody. All he catches is a minion. Rip minion. Stitch is a really interesting character. I've actually started playing him a lot lately. And his hooks are so viable. But I think maybe I'm just still learning. But I have a hard time understanding what they can and can't go through. Or what you can't pull people through. Because you can go over some terrain, but you can't go through others. You can go over walls, but not others. It's weird. And honestly, it's pretty easy to dodge if you're at least paying any sort of attention. But here we go. Tyrael getting caught. Stitches may grab... Oh, Stitches grabbed him. Too slow, though, for Tyrande to be able to land that stun. Sonya down here soloing in the bottom lane. Soaking between KT, Zagar, and Rhaegar. Really hard for her to push against that. Sonya, not so much of a good laning hero. Try to avoid that if you can, but it doesn't seem that Omega has a whole lot of options they can use in that regard.
Looks like they're going on bot again.
Oh, Vala getting really low.
In the bushes.
Big fight going down in the bottom lane. Uther getting blown up, but still managed to get away with just a little sliver of his life. Sonya chasing after everybody, body blocking, landing that stun. Sonya is going to start wailing on Zagar. There goes Zagar, goes down between the slams. Rhaegar getting caught as well. He is body blocked between them all. He goes in wolf form, throws the top totem, get down. Sonya catches up with her Q. Will she be able to land that killing blow? Doesn't look like it. Rhaegar's going to be able to get away. Just barely. With
I don't know.
Lunar Flare, and there goes the Tyrande. Yeah, Stitch is going to grab him. Oh, but Tyrande did land that stun. And there goes the heal. Almost overextended there for Tyrande.
And that's the thing about people forget. Rhaegar gets away. Hard to kill. And here comes the first tribute.
Yeah, here we go. Looks like the Alpha's already in position. First fight's breaking out. Rhaegar getting down to half. Sonya throwing down with the living bomb. Zagar getting caught up. Zagar, there goes Zagar. Gets blown up between the caught of Tyrande's stuns and Stitch's grab. Vala finishes the job. Sonya out here zoning. And looks like Alpha is not going to be able to collect this first tribute. Not looking good for them so far. What a turnaround from the last game.
Well, like I said, the last game, they were still pretty close. It wasn't a blowout by any means.
Not even all. You know what? I'm gonna put my favorite foot in here. I love Stitches. I'm still learning to play him, but what a fun character.
Yeah, Stitches is a lot of fun.
A lot of people complain about his really long cooldowns and how they really detract from the character. But I think long cooldowns can be satisfied if you play them well and don't miss.
Well, I haven't played Stitches in a long time. Does he get battle momentum?
Not that I believe. No.
I remember the good old slam build back in the day.
You still can. At 13, Stitches can get the range increase on his slam. Big range increase, actually. It's enormous. And at 16, you can get the slow. But generally early, you want to get bleh, just escaped my mind. What's it called? Hungry for more. That's what it is. Thank you, OBS, for letting me know what that is. You know, you collect as many orbs as you can, and then with at level 7, you go get the Devour to increase your health regen. He can be really hard to put down. You notice that Alpha doesn't have any Giant Killer this time.
And Omega's going to get to the second tribute. But it looks like Omega's also going to lose Dragon. Or no, Alpha's going to lose Dragon.
Yeah, Falstad's dead too.
Looks like Zagara might be... Oh, no. Zagara might get a kill.
And now both teams are soaking as much XP as they can. Well, Sonya goes ahead and jungles, doing what she does best.
Zagara's putting a lot of pressure on this top lane, and that's what Zagara does best. Structure damage. Structure, she's a great assassin, but her structure damage is amazing.
You're absolutely right. You know, it's funny. Despite her structure damage, you rarely see somebody who will go and get the talent for it. And Val just dodging that swarm host getting dropped on top.
Third tribute is up, and it looks like Omega is kind of in position, but not really.
Look at that synchronization between Tyranda's stun and Stitches' grab. That is some coordination that you just don't see, even in the regular hero leagues. Now Sonya's going ahead and go wail on Falstad, keep him zoned out. Zagara's going to do some heavy damage to there. Stitches getting really, really low. Rhaegar almost able to cap it, but he is not going to be able to. Stitches. Oh, what are you going to do, Stitches? He is so low. Uses his Devour to get his HP back. There goes Tyrael. Tyrael goes down. He's going to get this big group and do as much damage as he can. Fortunately, all he hits is Stitches, not the character you want to be wailing on. Sonya getting really, really low. Goes down from the pick-off between Zagara. Meanwhile, Vala goes down from the combination of Falstad and KT's living bomb. Falstad gets grabbed, but dives right back over. Tyrande getting really low. She's going to get blown up between the living bomb and Zagara. There she goes. This one is going to get put over in the hands of Alpha. Nope, we have a game pause. Looks like somebody disconnected.
We've had a lot of good engages, a lot of good team fights, but Alpha's still up in XP.
You know, it's funny. Despite all the kills that have gone in the hands of Alpha, just, you know, it's not working.
Omega was the one who's had the kill so far.
Or excuse me, all the kills going over to Omega. You're right. And they still retain their XP. Because take a look at the top tower. Both towers are down. Bottom tower has one tower down. But on the reverse, there's nothing been taken down, really, on the blue side.
Well, and not only that, but that top tower for the red side, they've got bruisers on there already, and they're still battling it down in the bottom part of the map.
Sometimes you just have to know how to play the objectives. You can give up an objective to get those that XP lead, so you can get the rest of them without too much complications.
Blue team's probably going to lose their gate here pretty soon, though, on that middle of fort.
Yeah, you're right. Now, if I actually recall, going back to Stitches, right now it's a big slow, but I find it used to be a stun. I think that may have been the beta days before I really got into it, but reading about it, I think that was a stun, that massive stun that he could do.
Yeah, Stitches did have a stun with that slam. Thought it was just too overpowered and took it away from him.
And then he got the shaft for the remainder of the game, up until this last patch where he finally was able to become somewhat more viable. That hunger for more is awesome. I did a game a couple weeks ago with him on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Couldn't figure out for the life of me that the game went on for almost 45 minutes. Yeah, it was one of those. But I walked away with almost 13,000 HP on Stitches. Yes, Bishop, for ire.
stuck in my head thanks to our viewers tonight.
Well, better that than my wife for hire.
Ha. Oh, we lost Dark Chimera.
Uh-oh, ladies and gentlemen, we may have a serious issue here. And that is no bueno.
Collusion is back, but now we're missing Dark Chimera. And Collusions is left again. Come on.
I guess the internet up in Canada isn't going so well for them.
We have to feed the beavers.
Sure, you get the free healthcare, but Saudi internet.
Oy vey, people.
So, based off of our initial experience between the last game and what we've seen so far, who do you think's going to win?
I'm thinking Alpha may still pull this off. They got the first win. It makes it, you know, that's when you're coming from behind, it makes it that much harder to win the series.
You think? You know, I'm not going to discount Omega yet. Maybe they were just playing around and wanted to have a good show last game, so maybe they threw it. I don't know.
Ah, well played, Shades of Fate. Unless you don't like your wife and need the cash. I was referring to your wife comment earlier.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I think we're going to have to tell them to run this as a bot.
Bishop, would you like to remind our viewers on the rules of a disconnect, if there happen to be too long?
That's not fair right now. What is it, 15 minutes?
It is.
Match? Oh, apparently he's loading in. That Chimera is back. Illusions is back. I think we're good.
I think we're good.
Here we go, guys.
Maybe.
We got a ready on both sides. Apparently Tomster did something wrong.
Damn it, Tom.
Dang it, Tom. I did nothing.
Fooled you.
Ah.
And back to where we were. Looks like Alpha went ahead and got their first tribute of the game.
Looks like Red Team was thinking about the boss for a second, but they're going to go ahead and clean up those siege minions.
Yeah, go ahead and save the tower. Somebody got a mule. Let's go ahead and take a look at these talent lists. Who got the mule?
Oh,
Taronda.
Talents for Blue Team come out. We've got Sanctification on Tyrael, Devouring Maw on Zagara. We have Mighty Gust on Falstead, Phoenix on Kel'Thas, and of course, Ancestral Healing on Rhaegar.
Now Taronda's getting caught out. She's getting dangerously looked. Taronda goes down to half health. Tyrael and both Rhaegar are getting on her. She is so low, but manages to escape just barely. The vulnerability goes on Sonya. She chases after Zagara and brings him down, not before she can throw down a Maw and catches Vala. Vala pops out of there. No significant damage.
Chance to go off. Red Team coming out on top on that engage.
Yeah, they did. Zagara got caught, and the Maw did really nothing for him.
Now, Faker Fangirl, I've seen her compete in our tournaments before. I don't remember. She must be a new addition to the King of Blades Omega, because I think I've seen her play for another team a couple weeks ago.
You may have. The name's not familiar to me, but I'll take your word for it. You are my boss. I guess I have to do that.
Uh,
And here we have the next big engage going over this tribute. Sonya not there to get out of it and really help them. She's too far away. So you can see that Omega is going to go here and just sit in and poke. Stitches is diving in. There goes the ultimate from Tyrande. Sonya dives over the back. Goes after Falstad. Falstad gets so low but with a heal from Rhaegar. There goes the vulnerability. No, no good. Sanctification does... Oh, man. Sonya gets blown up. Sanctification saved pretty much the entire team. And that's a swish and a miss from Tyrande's Owl. May go here and try to see if they can pull this around. And now it looks like Omega is going to go ahead and back up.
Yep.
And the second tribute goes to Alpha.
So we've got 2-2 for tributes.
Yeah, the next one's going to be really well contested. Going to see who's maybe you think somebody sneak a boss to keep that so they can force that issue.
Levels are still pretty even.
Yeah, you can see that. There goes Omega starting their boss. There goes Alpha starting their boss.
Blue team has a slight lead. And yep. There goes Alpha.
Uther just kind of floating around, collecting XP.
Looks like they are going to give up on... Oh. They almost leashed it.
Yeah, you think that Omega's kind of worried. Or Alpha's kind of worried that they may...
It's a boss race, and not only that, they're in good position for tribute. I don't know if Blue Team's going to get this off in time. They did. And they're there for tribute. Uther can stall a little bit, but not much.
Oh, the Owl! That long-range snipe, yo. Alright, here comes the next big engage. Sonya is diving onto Zagara. Zagara gets healed by the Ancestral Healing. There goes the invulnerability on her. Keep her up, but she is not going to be able to live. There she goes. Boom, there goes the Sonya.
And boom goes the dynamite.
Vala popping her ult with Strafe, doing somewhat good damage. Falstad getting caught between a Tyrande hook, or a Tyrande stun and a Stitches hook. Well played by Omega. Then Amal go ahead and catches Vala. Stitches out there zoning as best she can. Vala is going to go ahead and push, and looks like Omega is going to get this tribute. Yes, there it goes. Teal trying to go into the last second to save it. And then gets caught between a stun as well. He overextended and got hurt. And now that you have a boss pushing on the top lane, it is pretty seriously hurt, but now you have a full minute of curse where a boss can just do as it pleases. Although Falstad looks like he's going to go up and finish that off. Meanwhile, the rest of Omega is going to go down the bottom lane and push that down. They don't even care about this boss. Let him do it at once. They need to get as much real estate as they can to catch back up. And actually, Omega's in the lead for experience now. The score looking at 10-5. You may go ahead and see Alpha go ahead and steal their camp. No? Change their mind? Decided against it. Well, the teams are all gathered up in the middle. They're going to see if they can push this middle lane in. Grabbed a Beetleisk. Little sippy cup action for Tyrande. And you guys see that Alpha's going to go ahead and collect their cruiser camp. At the same time, so is Omega. Oh, Stitches may be in for it here shortly.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to catch Stitches out top.
There he goes. That's the downside these days. When you're playing a full team group, you don't want to go solo. So they're going to exchange their bottom keep, or their top keep, for the mid keep.
Real estate's looking pretty even here. Blue team's got their side covered. Red team's got their side covered pretty well. Forts, they both still have middle forts. Blue team has a little damage on theirs, though.
Just a little bit. But look at that XP exchange. It is almost dead even. Slight advantage towards Alpha, but not by much.
Omega got that first curse, but Alpha's got 2 in the bag. And it could be a turnaround if they get this next tribute.
You're right. It's all going to come down to the next big team fight. We're going to see who's going to walk away victorious from that one.
They both have 16. Sonya's going to be doing a lot more damage, especially splash damage.
Oh, Zagara getting caught out. Barely escaping. And an ultimate from Rhaegar puts her back up to full.
Zagara went for the double, not the Hydralisks, the, what's it?
Mutalisk.
Mutalisk, thank you.
Come on, you're the Protoss. You should know that.
I know. Well, no, if I was a Protoss, I'd know the Protoss better, not the Zerglings.
Yeah, they know what the Zerg use.
Looks like blue team is just going to let red team get this tribute without a fight. They were in bad positioning for it, so that's kind of understandable.
You're right. Looks like I may see a big team fight here shortly, though.
Red team gathering, hoping somebody comes bottom. Ditch with a failed hook.
Stitches with that really long hook range.
Yes. Red team is really putting that mule to work.
Might as well. It's a good talent. Don't see it often on Tyrande, but it's good talent nonetheless. And here's the next tribute of the game.
This should be a good fight. Uther's kind of behind. Blue team has better positioning. But Sonya's right there at the front line, ready to fight.
That failed Stitches hook combo. Sanctification doesn't have material. Sonya getting real low. Look at all the body blocks. Stitches is so fat he can't even get in to use his ultimate. And you notice they're really low.
A lot of ults are down.
Everybody's ult's down except the Maw. Well, the healing, I guess. The ancestral healing's still available. KT getting caught by Sonya. He pops Arcane Barrier. She's still wailing on him. Gets Maud. Falstad getting dangerously low from Vala.
Quite the battle.
Yeah, this is going up, but nobody has secured a kill yet. But I will say, blue team definitely has the superior position.
Oh.
And the grab by Rhaegar. Or the grab on Rhaegar. There goes Tyrael. But the living bomb spread is real. Boom, there goes KT.
Down by Sonya. I'm thinking red team's going to take this.
Hey, I told you, man. Never over till it's over.
This is not a fight Tyrande wants, though.
No, she's no mana, very low HP. That looked like it took everything both teams had, and red team just barely pulled away. Zagara gets hooked and pulled. That's a 3-0 exchange for the advantage of Omega.
Omega's going to start their boss. And it looks like Alpha, it may do the same. A risky move, but it looks like they're going to try to get their boss too.
Oh, Rhaegar can tank.
Yes, yes he can. But 2 people on the boss versus what, they've got 4, 5? And they're pretty healed up. It's a risky play, but it looks like they're going to get it.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're fast enough to get it. Oh, look at that owl snipe, catching both. Rhaegar knocking him down to half, and almost got Falstad down to half, too. Fortunately, those heals.
Serious damage.
And here comes the next tribute. Both teams are 2-2. This might come down to who's going to be able to catch this one, who could drop their boss the fastest. Unfortunately, oh, looks like Red Team says, we're not going to go for it. We got to be able to stop them from getting this tribute, and they're going to go there as quickly as they can.
That boss, they're going to get a tower and some.
Unfortunately, looks like the curse goes to...
They left that boss, too. That's hitting that keep uncontested.
Yeah, they thought they can get there quick enough. That was a bad miscalculation on the part of Omega.
I think
a wiser option might have been to leave somebody behind. And then poke.
one way or the other, they're losing a keep here. Well, 2 keeps at that.
And here comes the next big team fight. Stitch is getting real low. That chain bomb is real. Ma goes out. Doesn't catch anybody. Cigar getting caught between the Stitch's hook and gets blown up. Sonya is now going after KT.
Mighty Gus pushes it.
There, KT gets sniped by the owl. Stitch's hook grabs Falstad. 3-0 wipe. Two members or 2 keeps down, but 3 kills confirmed. It'd be a good time for them to push. On the other hand, Tyrael backlining.
Those long death timers, though.
Tyrael and Rhaegar backlining. Now they're backing up. They're going to go ahead and get the top keep. They're going to push for win. Yeah. I mean, shoot, why not?
And it looks like we're going to a game 3, folks.
Might. We'll see.
Might.
Cigar is about to come up. Yeah, there we go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we will be going to game 3 between King of Blades and King of Blades.